Somebody's missing your touch as we speak. I just feel an energy of someone who really wanted to just for a long time move forward from thinking about you, looking you up, wondering what's going on in your life. This person feels like they messed up. It's interesting energy. I don't think either of you expected it to end as fast as it did. Abundance is a state of mind. Yeah, you saw that being with this person was affecting your state of mind. This energy feels like you guys might have talked for a long time or knew each other for a long time. And then once you actually became an official couple, it didn't last long. Why is that about? You've already consumed it. You know you love this person from afar. And you never planned. Man, that's a crazy energy because you're like, I never... Of course, if you would have known certain things when you were younger or when you first met this person, you wouldn't have planned to go as far with them as you did. But that's the thing. There was a reason this person was put in your life. For some of you here, you wonder if there's been enough time between you two that they could be a healthy partner for you. For some of you here, you're more just like, I can feel them in my energy. And I like to defer and understand how to analyze that energy, if you will. And separate it from any other connections I could have going on. So I don't become confused on whose energy I'm picking up on. Alright. Well, this is their energy, alright? So they absolutely see you thriving and that you're able to pour quite a bit of worth into this world. They definitely see that meeting you, experiencing you, being with you was a big awakening for them. They had to face their fears with you. They had to see what would happen with people who aren't there just based off the honey. That's all I keep hearing. So I'm like analyzing what that further means. This individual had a way of controlling other people with their body or the way that they were able to think. They definitely like to control situations, but with you, there was really no way for them to control. You made them be mindful of their actions and thoughts. Wow, they felt kind of envious over some stuff about you, and you could pick that up. Your partner should never be envious of your success. Your partner should be your cheerleader, and I think that's something you realized. This person I thought would be my cheerleader isn't. You're a very strong source. Literally, strength card outwardly, you. Forgiveness brings freedom. I see that you've broken the chain of whatever this toxic connection was. This person definitely was meant to come into your life for a season. Even if it was decades, even if it was years, if it was a couple months, a couple weeks, because these are still collective takes or resonates. I see you've broken free from the cycle repeat you did with their energy. So we have multiple people we reincarnate with every lifetime. It's not just one person. This person you reincarnate in every life, and it feels like in other lives you could have succumbed to their influence, and it's pretty intense, but you could have thought that this person was your divine for a while, and you realize now that no, they were your false divine. It was, I always feel that there's like a mimic energy, okay, with a false divine. It's somebody that's very similar, could even look or be in the same type of area that you met, or the same house signs, etc. House signs. Okay, well, this person must like Harry Potter a lot, because I was gonna say Scorpio, or I was gonna say horoscope. So this could be a Scorpio who really likes Harry Potter, is what I'm hearing. And also the energy, that could be somebody who, because this collective text resonates, it could be somebody who, another energy just connected to it. It could be somebody who's a Slytherin. Very interesting. Very interesting. The moth and the butterfly. They look the same from afar, but close up you see the difference. Very interesting. Yeah, this individual was your false divine, but there was so much energy that felt the same, because it was still an intense connection. But I feel that people receive a false divine it's part of another thing of getting prepared. It's like being prepared for the pop quiz, if you will, because there's actually a bigger exam later. And I mean, the best way I can explain the download I just received is sometimes we receive a false divine so we can actually be properly prepared for who our divine really is. You learn a lot of lessons. You learn the willpower, the composure, what parts of me were toxic, and so much more. Well, this person feels that they can pour into your cup, and they definitely want to reach out to you. They're wondering if you would give them another chance, or if it's really done. You trust your wisdom within, which means you're never cutting off doors, but something within you is like, I know this person's coming in, but I don't, wow, because I'm bouncing between a couple of different collective people here. Some of you here are like, I don't know right now what the answer is. I'd have to see them in front of me and know what downloads I'm receiving and the feelings I'm having around them. This is for the group of people that feel like that. My light attracts light. If they are this light force, it doesn't mean they're perfect. If they're this light force, if something when I meet to them face to face lights up within me, and it's not excitement, it's not just fireworks, it's the sun, it's the stars, then there is a possibility. For the ones of you here who feel it's just like, I know that the reach out's going to happen, maybe there's some form of closure, but this is just, it's not my divine. Believing is seeing, and I trust my gifts. You're going to be very much like, I'm grateful for the spiritual reason behind why we met. Always trust your intuition, you know. Is like a thing you're telling them is like, you didn't do anything wrong by reaching out to me for this certain dynamic, okay? But Spirit has shown me signs that this is not our path anymore together. I acknowledge you reaching out, but there is another for me. Remember, these are collective though, so you have to take what resonates with that. So let's further into this connection, what they are thinking of you. Do they look at your social media, etc.? All right. Well, it definitely looks. They know you would never wish ill will on them, but they don't think you would have the patience to even listen or hear them out. So even though they do plan on reaching out to you, it looks like it still could take some time. The humongous thing within this dynamic is this person, them being in your energy. And remember, we're here for you, okay? I'm sure there's a part of this collective where you can have fruition with this person if it's on the verge of just, this is somebody who you separated with and you didn't expect how fast you got together, you would separate, but it's for further growth, versus the collectives here who were like, this is definitely like a learning lesson connection. If you feel that this person could disrupt your self-worth, or somehow bringing their energy into your life makes hesitation or etc., this is not a person that should be in your life. Their energy would affect your ability to work, your happiness. It feels very strong, spirit stating for me to really explain that to some of you here, that love's not enough. Passion's not enough. You have to have consistency. You have to have a partner that doesn't expect you to do all the work. And even though you've had all this separation, it feels like this individual, it just closes up. They want to pour into your cup, but they don't necessarily really have the ability to. Again, and I do this to continue the communication. Don't make anything fit. But you have so many more, a lot of you here really have so many other relationships I see coming forth. And this isn't part of your honey. This isn't somebody that's supposed to have your honey. This was somebody that was part of your ability to be a hard worker in this world. To never give up on that love. This person would be settling for you. Because there's there's a situation that's going to be walking through very soon that's going to actually quench that thirst and that hunger for genuine, balanced, give and take, authentic romance, love, etc. So to conclude this reading, what is that? That next love, etc., that they are stating is to be protected, is what they want to send your way. All right. By saying no to this, you are bringing in the timeline of who's really going to be that balance, give and take problem. The balance, give and take would be a problem if you had both people in your life. I see. It's never about making decisions in vain. It's not about being rude to anybody, okay? You have to make sure to keep your wits about you and your humbleness as well. Just be yourself. Don't feel like you have to overgive to anybody. But it looks like there could be another person that you definitely have never been in you've never been in a physical relationship with them. There could have been an exchange of mutual attraction, or it could have been a few dates, or etc. Takes what resonates. But there's another person that there's been like a separation between you two, more on the lines though of like there was never ever commitment made between you and this person. But you could be in silence or not having full communication right now. And Spirit's saying like a humongous thing is when you understand to not accept this past to come back. There's something else there's somebody else you've met since this person quite a while now, that it was a fake, go with me here, like this card says, a fake death, meaning you thought they walked away, but it's not a walk away. Both of you had another person to figure things out with, even if it was just figuring out whose energy is disrupting me. And as you make the decision to release, whoever this person is that you've met in the recent times is doing this as well. Or even it's just fear of getting back out there. They're saying it's time to say goodbye to fear, to individuals that have not yet proven at this point they're deserving of being in my life. Long story short for you, because I can feel how strong this download is, and I can actually make a whole other reading based off this other relationship I'm channeling in. To bring in somebody that is truly going to be that balance, give and take partner. To be ready to make a choice and a decision is you can't have both of these people in your life. You have to be willing to not sacrifice or say no to one person for the other. It's for what's part of your highest timeline. This individual of your past, it is not you. Like the past, I mean the one that you were in a relationship with before. It's not who you are now that wants them. It's who you once were. So it's about using that discernment. Say no to what no longer serves. You can pay attention to what your body feels to allow that real new door, that real connection that was just put on ice for a little bit. So both of you could download and understand what you're feeling for each other. Know it's not just a temporary thing. And go forth from there. There's no strategy needed. It's being confident with your decisions. That's what I got for y'all today. Now, the Colorado Adventure. I have 1 spot left at the time of filming this for the trip. The cutoff to claim this spot is June 22nd. In my video descriptions on YouTube, on my Instagram links, and on my personal website is the link to the Colorado Adventure. Simply go to offprintmint.com also if you're interested in receiving a personal reading from me. Again, when it comes back to the Colorado Adventure, this is 6 days starting August 16th in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. With not only me, not only connecting with nature, but other people part of your collective. I'm giving a spiritual gift basket to every single person that arrives, that comes. And it's going to be full of divination tools, but also my first ever oracle decks that are currently in production. If you're interested in a personal reading or any other form of my services or the apprenticeship program, go to my website, offprintmint.com, link in the bio of all of my social media platforms. You would go to the services tab. You would see all of the options. Under every option is a book or reading button. Click that. It's going to prompt you all to the same exact page where you put your name in, your email, the topic at hand. So if you're choosing a general reading, a deep dive reading, you're requesting an apprenticeship interview, you would like a soul uniting session, etc. And then it would also be a brief description you put to further explain to me why you're requesting that topic at hand. You would press send. I will respond to you via email, and we will go from there. That's the only way to communicate with me about personal readings and receiving any services. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.